Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about the LC Power Tools UDOS 51E. This is their new 5-in-1 polisher. It does rotary, sanding, dual action polishing with 12, 15, and 21 millimeter orbits. Also, we're going to be using McKee's FC717, that's their swirl remover, and their fast polish fine cut. And you know what's really cool is I was able to get some of their new exclusive pads. These are the CCS waffle weave pads. So these are exclusive to McKee's. They were nice enough to send me this package. I can play with it for a while, and we're gonna see what this is all about. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like. Tap the notification button so you get all the new videos that we put out. And thanks for your support, guys. Let's check it out. Alright guys, I'm not gonna try to make this super long and explaining things, but like I said, this is the new LC Power Tools. Now let's take a closer look here. If you look close up at this plate, when you press it, moves down. So you need to get these lined up, and you can press this down and then you can move it. So this was rotary, this is sanding. You press it again, you can move it. This P1 is the 12 millimeter, 15 millimeter dual action, and the 21 millimeter dual action. Now also it has these nice bumps in the back here that you can set it down on, and it's real steady. It's not going to fall anywhere. It's nice and stable. This is another cool thing. This cord it has is different than any of my other polisher cords. This is made out of like a rubber that's real flexible, and it feels real high quality. You can move this around and not worry about breaking the wire here. It just feels a little bit heavier than any of my other polishers, probably by 2 pounds or so, but it feels solid in that same way. You know, the handle is nice. The weight on this when you're polishing is gonna be enough weight that's gonna start correcting on its own. You're not gonna need to put a lot of pressure down. Feels like a great machine, so just wanted to tell you a little bit about it pre-usage. It does have the locking button for the trigger over here. See it? And on top here, it also has the speed dial. So very nice. You're using the trigger. You can press and move it as you're moving. Excellent, excellent. Feels just super high quality. All right, guys. All right, so this is the car we're gonna be working on. And just to show you the paint up close, see if I can get this here. Do you see the swirls in this? It's all over. There you go. Now you can see it. So the whole thing is like this. All right, guys, now usually I'll work the least aggressive method. So I think I'm going to start out with fast polish, fine cut, but I'm going to go with a foam cutting pad. This is their CCS, and I'm going to start with the rotary. I've opened this just so you can see. This has the waffle weave in it. This way compound and polishes don't get stuck on top. And it has the beveled edges. This is a pretty nice filling pad here. This is their Nautical 1 Premium Marine Line pad. So very cool. speed 3. Alright, so this machine was super smooth in the rotary mode, and that polish is still going. I can still keep going over it. Now remind you, we are using a fine cut polish here, guys. So this is, and a cutting pad. This is just kind of a mixture. So let's see how good we did here. Now I'm just using a paint prep type of cleaner, so you guys can see that there's no fillers in here. Alright, so with just the rotary, no DA afterward, I would say it's 85% better. You do have some hologramming, but that's expected, because look at, as we get over here, this is what it looks like. You see that? So this is just rotary, and really I don't see a whole lot of hologramming actually. A couple here and there, right there. But look at how much that cleared out. This is what it looks like before. This is what it looks like now. So the cool thing about this is I'm just gonna switch it into DA mode with the same pad and same polish. And we're gonna go over this now. All right, so I'm in the P2 setting, which is the 15mm, and I'm still gonna hit the fast polish again. And let's see how this goes. This is the same pad. I haven't cleaned it. I haven't done anything with it. It's up to speed 4. Another thing is, when this is spinning, you can see these vents that this plate has spinning in it. You can tell that it's spinning around, so. All right, so I'm gonna say we're probably somewhere between 85 and 90% correction. There's still some marks in here, but just for testing out rotary straight into DA, same pad, same fine polish, that is not bad, because this is what it looks like once again. And now there's no holograms, so that's actually a really easy step to go to. Rotary right into DA. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this pad out, and I'm going to use this Tornador. Well, this is the fake Tornador. But anyways, this is how it works. is fresh, ready to go again. All right, we're gonna try the foam heavy polishing pad. Let's try this with the swirl remover and the heavy pad. And this one we're on the, you know what, let's go with the 21 millimeter DA. All right, so let's see. Now that's just the swirl remover, so that's not a polish. So as you can see, there is DA hologramming, and that could be from the pad, but this is 90% corrected now compared to this side is about 85% corrected with the polish. So I will have to go over this with the polish. All right, now remember, this is their heavy cut pad. I haven't cleaned any of the compound off, I'm just playing, but I'm gonna stick on some fast polish. And we're using the 21 P3, that's the 21 millimeter orbit. And we're trying to get out the holograms that are in this. Now we're really putting no pressure on. Slow it down. And that looks pretty good. All right. So do you remember how that looked? Just so you guys can see, this is how it looks above the tape line. When we get down here, this is how it's supposed to look. All right, guys, this is Brian. He's the owner of this car, and he has really never polished before, so we're gonna put him with the heavy cut pad. We are using the P1 setting, which is the 12 millimeter DA, and we're gonna put some swirl remover on this. This is the FC717. All right, Brian. Let's do it. So we're gonna do this little section up here. You can stand over there, you can stand over here, whatever's more comfortable. Set it down on there, plot it around. There you go. Look, he even knows how to put the cord over. He's been watching. Rub it in. Make sure you start on a low setting there. That's good. And now when you pull the trigger, once you pull it all the way in, press that button and it'll hold the trigger on. Okay. Go ahead. Push the button in. Yep, there you go. Now spread it all over. Now turn up the speed. Turn that speed dial.
To 2?
Yep. No, turn it to 4. 4. There you go. Now go like a crosshatch. Don't press hard, just let it do its work. Turn it higher. Turn it to 5. There you go. Set that down over there. All right, let's see. How was that, Brian?
Oh, that's nice.
That's a workout?
It's a workout. Let's see the results.
Let's see. Let's swipe it. Now that's just a cutting pad with a cutting compound, basically. All right, so let me cut this off here. All right, let me get the light. All right, so this is what it looks like right here. This is the tape portion that was not done. This is what we did before. It's about 90% tape. And this is Brian's first attempt with the
12 millimeter.
Look at that, guys. Compound. So we're gonna go over this with a polish now and a polishing pad. Not bad, Brian.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
Never polished before.
All right, guys, so here the pad is dirty. You can see it's white. So let me clean this. We're gonna make Brian finish this section. You all right to do that? Yes. All right, well, now we got the polishing pad. I spritzed 1 spray of water. I'm gonna put the fast polish fine cut. And let's see Brian complete this mission here. Good, buddy.
Good, huh?
This is a first time
Never.
greenhorn here, guys. This is how easy the LC Power Tools 51E is
on a 12 millimeter orbit.
using the swirl mover and the fast finish, guys. This is what it looks like normally. Do you see that? And then boom. See? That's what it looks like. So, was it hard?
No, it was easy.
It was easy, guys. Easy. Easy. Heavy cut. Polishing pad, fast polish. This is the 9 millimeter, or I'm sorry, the 12 millimeter orbit we have this set on here, guys. The P1. So, dude, good job, Brian. Good job.
Thank you.
For shits and giggles, I got this interface pad on here, and I'm gonna put Abralon 3000 grit. This is a used one, but we're just gonna see how it plays. I don't want to do too much cutting, and we're just gonna see how this wet sands on this last portion of this car here. So we've gotten everything to look real good. This is the section Brian did, remember? And then these were the two testing areas I was doing, and we're gonna work our way past this line. As you can see, it just gets real hairy up in here. So we're gonna play all in here and wet sand that out. Then we'll rotary it, and then we'll DA it. Stay tuned. So we're spraying with water. We got the Marca 3000. I'm gonna start on setting 1. I'm gonna move it up to about setting 3. Bad. That's the Merca, the Abralon 3000 and the interface pad together. Alright, so as you can see, it's got a, compared to down here, you can see the dulling in that area. Alright, so we need to fine tune that. Alright, so I'm gonna run the orange pad, and I'm gonna put the swirl remover, and I'm gonna put that on rotary. Alright, so I broke the sprayer on the other bottle, so let's get back to using this. And I changed the product to another. This is a oil remover from and compounded now. This is a rotary compound, but you can see it's got some holograms, but any scratches are gone. So that's excellent. Now we're just going to hit it with a polishing pad and we'll move it right to the DA step. Trying to show you guys this. It's hard to do while I'm on here, but you just push this up and turn this. So I'm going to put it on the, actually I'm going to go with the 20, with the 15 millimeter since it's just a little area. And we're going to add some of the fine polish. Alright guys, remember what this looked like. Here it is. This is compound or wet sanded, compounded with the rotary, and final polished with a DA. Well, there's a mark right there. But that's alright. Not bad. Remember what this looked like before? Oh yeah, if you want to know, this is what it looked like before. We're gonna let Brian get going on this right here. You see that? Not bad, guys. All right, guys, and we're gonna put this on the rotary. All right, here you go, Brian. I have faith in you. We're gonna mist this down a little bit. We're gonna give him some swirl remover. This is a compound on a cutting. Oh, all right, just splotch it in there. Hold on, hold on. All right, and I just want you to do. Yeah, do this whole thing here, but look at this is what I don't want you to do. Alright guys, so how did Brian do? Yes, we have holograms, but that happens to me too. But look at that. He cut that paint pretty good with the rotary. This is what it looks like normally. Look at that. Now we're gonna stick a finishing pad and go over this and some polish. This is a newbie guy. Guys, we switched pads. Oh, I almost forgot. Hold on. We need to switch to the we're gonna put in the 9mm because this is a smaller section there. So now we're on the dual action. Go ahead, Brian. Ooh. Now that's with the rotary and a DA, some McKees, compound and polish. Mind you, this is what it looks like before. And a newbie on a machine. All right guys, it's hot here. Under time constraints, I'm just gonna knock this out. We're in rotary mode. My phone may turn off, just so you know. I'm sure it will. We're gonna stick with rotary. We put the really soft final finishing pad on, and we're gonna use the fast polish here. So this is cut and finished with the rotary. with the fine finishing pad and the fine polish. And you know what? There's no hologramming. That looks awesome. Needs to be wiped right here, but for the most part, phenomenal. Cut and finish with the rotary. I don't like doing it that way, but this worked out just fine. And finally, the last thing to do, because we're out of time on this hood, is to hit it with the ceramic detail spray.
That before. Smooth. Where's that light?
All right, guys, so that's how this turned out. Now we gotta go. We didn't get these sides here. We'll save that for another day. But if you want to know what it looked like before, that's what it looks like before. Can you see it all? All that trash. And then when you get over here, not too bad. And we're just playing with it. We didn't really dial anything in. We got new guy using it. Shit, I'm new on the machine too, so might as well say you got two new guys using this. But as you can see, bam. Terrible. Nice. Hi Brian, so you're a first-time user. What were your thoughts on the UDOS 51E?
It's pretty nice. It's easy to handle it. I've never polished a car before. For me, it's easy to handle it.
Was it hot? Was it heavy? Was it vibrating too much? Was it too loud?
It's just right there in the middle. It's not too heavy, but it's vibrating. It's just perfect, and it's easy to maneuver it.
How was the rotary? You did this part over here with the rotary. That's the most scariest part. I don't even think you knew that was the scariest part, because I didn't tell you that really. And you just went right at it.
No clue. Like I said, it was smooth, and I didn't even know it was the hardest part, and I just did it.
Right on. All right, buddy. Well, we'll continue on, and we'll do the rest of this car next time you come back.
All right, part two.
Part two. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, baby.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is real life, real world testing and playing with the new UDOS 51E from LC Power Tools. A big thanks to McKees 37 for sending this out to me and letting me play with it. They also sent me their compound and polish over here, and they sent me their 4 exclusive pads. Now I'd like to say something about these pads. Throughout the video I was talking about them and I kept speaking wrong. What I want to say is, this is the heavy cutting pad. All right, this is a heavy polishing pad. This is a regular or light polishing pad, and this is their finishing pad. All their pads worked fantastic, guys. No problems. They didn't get gunky, and they were real easy to clean on the fly. I could knock down a whole vehicle with these. I could see it going down, no problem. These compound and polishes, the FC717 Swirl remover. Excellent, long working time, no dusting. The fast polish, fine cut did an excellent job. I mixed these around with the pads and played in different scenarios with them, and I didn't have any problems at all. They were excellent. The UDOS machine, what can I say? Nothing really bad about this machine. I'm really excited about it. It did the work of all the machines I have there. And you know what? This backing plate is real smooth on the machine. It has little vents on it that keeps it cool. It has an extra couple pounds of weight that actually stabilizes the machine while you're using it. The machine can get a little warm inside the middle here, but it wasn't anything substantial. I was able to touch it all over the place. Remember, you're holding it from the back and the front. This had nice speeds. I use this machine for wet sanding, as you saw, rotary, and the 3DA modes, and it did an excellent job. This is my first day playing with it. You saw my buddy Brian. He's a greenhorn, so he had no idea. I was sitting there just watching him. He didn't even know he was using the rotary, really. He didn't know that rotary is tougher, and he did a fine job. So you guys, if you want to get into rotaries, you want to finish well, this is really easy to use. This little adjustment plate here, once you get used to adjusting the different modes, no problem at all. It has a nice locking mechanism, and just a phenomenal machine. Thanks again, McKees. Thanks you guys for watching. You have a great day.